Dan from College of Southern Idaho. I'm going to give you some updates on what's going on down here in Twin Falls during this interesting time. So deadlines really haven't changed, but like everybody else, we're going to be very flexible. May 29th, August 14th, that's summer and fall deadlines. Of course, you know, that's roughly a week before classes start on both of those, but we'll work with you on it. March 1st priority deadline passed on scholarships. We're still accepting scholarship applications throughout, as we always do. Financial aid priority deadline July 15th. Again, a lot of people may have come into the process late, so we'll work with those guys. Our financial aid team is pretty stellar. Class registration. So summer and fall schedules are posted on csi.edu, the website. As of right now, all of summer will be online. Fall, we're with everybody else. We want to be on campus. We want to have in-person classes, but we haven't made the decision yet. But that's what we're planning on. But we know that we have the ability to host online if necessary. You'll register online after your completion of orientation. Our orientation is mandatory. It has been for the last few years. We've had an in-person student orientation advising registration that we hold, a handful throughout the summer. It's still mandatory. It's not going away. It's become an electronic version called eSOAR, and thankfully we had this built before we walked into the COVID quarantine. So we have a number of students. It's over 1,000. It might be over 1,500 in eSOAR as we speak. We have quite a few that have actually completed it, which allows them to go to the next step of registering for the classes. So they don't have to sign up. Before with SOAR, you had to sign up as if it was a course. Now we're automatically enrolling them once we get their test scores. So test scores being SAT or ACT or SAT, so we can place them in math and English, or we have the same processes for Alex and Write class. So once your test scores are here, you'll get a notice as a student that says you're now in eSOAR. It's very, very clear on how to move through it. So that's where we're at on orientation. So let's talk about the contacts that you guys will need throughout. If you're sending in transcripts, of course, we're accepting partial transcripts. Send the admissions at csi.edu. We're processing those every day or every other day, depends on the workflow and who we've got working. We're also processing applications every day. So if your students are still on the fence, tell them to go ahead and apply, and the conversation will move from there. I put myself on there, admissions information for all Magic Valley schools, all Treasure Valley schools in Northern Idaho. I will get back to you as soon as possible. And then everything on the right side of the state, which is Minnecaja and Eastern Idaho, my counterpart, who is named Lisa Vega, and she's excellent. She'll get back to you with some great information. So these are the other contacts that we were asked for advising. So when doing SOAR, in the past, we had part of the process being you had to do an advising meeting, but those can be done on the phone. Reach out to advising, see where you're at. They'll help you with your pathway. Financial aid, CSI financial aid at csi.edu. They can go over where you're at on verification and everything else. And then scholarships, we've already had some questions about that. Jackie Kepner, Jay Kepner at csi.edu. Reach out to her. We're all working in, from home. I'm in the office today just because I'm chained to the desk for the whole day and it's so comfortable. But reach out to any of these people. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. One question I had earlier was about a scholarship. What about the COVID scholarship? So I think when someone's asking about the COVID scholarship, they're talking about the CARE Act funding that Louise touched on a little bit earlier. So we're working on it. So there we go. That's it.